Hey everyone, it's Mateen here from fengineer.com. This video is the second part to just really basic design stuff. I should have probably made this the first part because it covers a bit more basic stuff than the actual first part. First part does, but as long as you watch them both, it's good enough. So mainly, there's two things I wanted to go through in this video, which if you're really new to Photoshop, or GIMP shop or anything that's similar to this, then I just wanted to give you kind of a walkthrough as to how to use it. Basically, if you want to create a new, what's called a new palette, I think it's called, clipboard, or whatever, you just go File, New, and then you select the width, so 500, select the height, 500, and bam. And it's going to give you something like this, right? Now let's pretend we already did that and we've added a few things to it and we've got ourselves to this stage, right? So this is just basically just copy and pasting a few things to this empty palette. Just Control C, Control V basically, right? So you've got something like this. How do you work on it? So I just wanted to walk you through a couple of things that were difficult to get my head around. One, this layering system was really difficult. I just didn't understand it. I don't know why. Maybe you're having the same problem, but basically how it works is kind of think of it like a sandwich. So this is a sandwich. Right at the top of the sandwich, you have your first slice of bread. So you're looking at it. This is the bird's eye view of that sandwich, right? And these are the kind of the side view of the sandwich. So the first thing you've got is this red line around. So if you put this at the top, well, right at the top, well, it's the first thing you're going to see on the sandwich, right? But if you move it to the bottom, so let's move it to the bottom. So now it's below the shirt. So you're going to see the shirt first, and then you're going to see the red line, and then the green thing behind it. Now let's move it down another layer. You're not going to see it anymore because now you've got this layer which is in front of this layer, and this thing is the whole image, right? But the shirt's going to be in front of that, so you can see the shirt. So now this, if you click this I button, it'll kind of enable and disable the image, right? So that's enabled at the moment, so obviously you can see it. That's going to disable it. So I've disabled that, and now because I've disabled that, you can now see this image which was behind it, right? So now in the sandwich that's visible to us, you've got the shirt, you've got the red line which is after the shirt, which you can see is evident with this bit here. The shirt's kind of in front. See, if I move it around, it's going to always be in front of the red border, and then behind the red border is this thing. So if I get rid of the red border and I get rid of the shirt, we've got this. Got it? So for some reason, if we want this to come right in the front on the top of our sandwich, you've got to put it right at the top, and that's the first thing you're going to see, and you're not going to see anything behind it because, well, this image is going to take up all the space. So the whole layering system is very unique to the whole Photoshop GIMP shop thing because it created a system where we can kind of I'll show you. We can leave this as it is. We can add a new layer, which I've just done over here, and to this layer we can add, let's just add a orange square. Boom. And now we can move this square wherever you want because we're actually just moving that piece of our sandwich, which is represented by this layer. Excuse me. So it's pretty cool because when you've done a modification, you can do it to a specific layer, which you can then move around wherever you want. Move that around, move that around, move that around. I can move this around. I can delete it, get it out of the picture. Right, and I can delete this. We can make all these modifications, and we don't have to start all over again. You can just enable all the layers and bring everything back in if you want to. So that's the whole reason why the whole layering system is there. Now another thing I just wanted to point out is this checkered gray and white thing is not going to save. This is just something that Photoshop has to give you, I don't know, give measurements or something. When you save your image, this stuff doesn't actually appear in the image, so don't worry about it. Just pretend it's not there. I can go through all of these, but really there's no real point because I don't really use much of them, to be honest. I use the magic wand. Magic wand is pretty cool. Basically, you can select a color and it'll select all colors. It'll select colors that are similar to that color. So if I select that, it's going to select oranges that are orange that's similar to that. Now what I can do is I can increase what's called the tolerance. So I can make it from 20 to 100, and now it's going to select more similar colors to the color it selects. So if I'm select that, it's going to select, even the so if I turn the tolerance to 5, then when I make a selection, it's just going to be that or that. So you can make this. So if this was unblurred, then we can basically select everything around the bird pretty easily by just clicking, that, and that would select everything. But because it's all blurred, it's going to stuff it up. Magic wand. This thing allows you to select a color you're interested in. So say I like this lime green color, I can select that, then select that, and now I can add this to my palette. So I click that, press OK, go over here, wait till this symbol comes up on this palette. This is our palette, which is the colors that we can use. Select there, make a new one, and now I can use that color to do whatever I want. So I can make a new layer, make a nice big box, color it in. Alright, there you go. I don't really use anything else. There's the V is a shortcut to the move button, which is this one here. You can move things around wherever you want. Little things like that. So yeah, it's basically wanting to run through this layering system, checkered box, and really basic stuff. So play around with Photoshop if you want. You'll get better at it, and every time you run into some kind of a hurdle, just Google it and you should find a solution to it.